You are now listening to The Block with your host, Stephanie Love, and yours truly, Black, on KoolaRadio.com. Let's go.
Blah, blah. Everything is everything for Sheezy. Blah, blah. Probably done it all, homie, believe me. Blah, blah. We made the impossible look easy for Sheezy. I'll never leave my block. My niggas need me.
Love. Sorry, people. All right, this is Stephanie Love. You are now tuned into The Block.
What up?
Sorry
what up?
for the absence of Black, but we're going to keep the show rolling. I do have some special guests in the building with me. They're more like family. They should be. You guys should pretty much recognize them by this point. But we do have Moses in the building.
What's going on, people?
D Forbes. Shout
What
out
up?
to D Forbes and Moses for joining me on the show.
Thanks for having
One
us.
more
You know,
time. Thank you.
Feels good to be here.
Real good to be here. All right, so we're gonna get this show started. As I had announced this week, we were gonna implement something new by giving birthday shout outs. So I'm gonna start the show off. Thank you to the people who did comment. We started off with at least 4 or 5 names. So hopefully as the weeks go on, you guys will start tagging people with birthdays, anniversaries, whatever you are celebrating out there. We are wanting to give you a shout out on the block. So my first couple of names I want to give a shout out to. He's a loyal listener, actually. He listens in to a lot of our shows. James Vaughn. Shout out to Lakeitha Douglas.
Hey.
Shout out to Camilla Spears. She has passed away not too long ago, but she is celebrating a birthday today. So shout out to Camilla Spears, rest in peace. Opal Jenkins and Etisha Bradford. So shout out to y'all. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
We wish you much success in many birthdays going forward. So special shout out from the block. Again, happy birthday to
Happy
you
birthday.
all.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
I think I
So-
got a couple birthdays. Can I?
Okay, no, go ahead.
I'm trying to find
Yvonne Wright
Yvonne
had a
Wright.
birthday. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday. West Dallas stand up. And my Aunt Dot's birthday is coming up. Rest in peace. You know what I mean? I wanted to say happy birthday to my auntie. You know what I mean? And,
All right. You got anybody?
Nah.
No. I
Happy
do
birthday,
wanna give
Daddy.
A shout out. I will be attending a wedding
Hey.
later on today.
That
I
sounds
want to
fun.
shout out to Dwayne and Jillian, who will be
Congratulations.
joining each other as one in union today. Shout out to them. Wish you much success in
Yes.
your marriage.
that gives me hope for the future.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying?
Hope for the future.
I believe the children.
All right, so then also I want to give a shout out to super producer Cam King.
Hey.
big bro.
King Cam, what up?
Also to the people behind the scenes,
What it do?
Big Marcus
Yeah.
and London the Great. Shout out to y'all for making this thing happen.
Hey, those are
Guys.
the producers on the Vibe tapes, by the way.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Marcus and London, those are the 2 producers on the Vibe tapes.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Yeah.
Y'all need y'all some studio sessions. Hey, the best
The best.
producers in Dallas.
The best.
The best.
I said that.
I said it too.
Ooh, hey, give me some. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got something to say about that?
Hey,
you
see
holler at
us.
me and Stephanie
See
Love.
us
all right?
about that. All right, and then look, guys, we have a lot of things coming up. I want to keep reminding you, September 1st, it is going down. Y'all are going to want to stay tuned to
Yes.
the biggest birthday party. The block will be celebrating 1 full year.
Hey,
That would
September
be-
1st?
September 1st will be our 52nd episode.
Yes.
We've been in the game for a whole year, and we would not have been able to do it without people like you, supporters like you,
Yeah.
Oh,
special
man.
guests that have come into the show, artists. So the best thing that we can do is show y'all appreciation. So save the date, September 1st.
Yeah.
Details will be coming out about the event, but it's going to go down. You don't want to miss it. If you're not there, you're probably square.
Can I piggyback on that?
Hell
One
yeah.
time. So technically speaking, the Villa Koola, the block, you know what I'm saying? The block is in Virgo season, makes it a
Okay.
Virgo. My birthday.
Shout
is
out to the Virgos. I'm a Virgo.
Yes.
You a
Hey,
Virgo, dude?
September 21st.
See?
Wait,
September.
wait. When's yours? When's yours?
September 8th. Beyonce's
September
is
8th?
September 4th. I just want to say.
So it's big ups to the Virgo. Me and
These are not a
JK.
part of the topics.
My boy, no, it's not. It's not. Shameless plug. My boy JK with the AK. His birthday is September 18th. And so, you know, we're working on a little birthday bash. We're actually going to pay a couple local artists in the city, man. The top ones come out and perform for our birthday. And it's going down. So, you know, we shit, September 1st. You know,
September is a big month, guys, so stay
September's a
tuned
big month.
for all of that. But we're going to go ahead and jump into our first discussion.
Let's go.
Starting.
So, we have a rapper here in Dallas. I'm going to bring you up to date. That has actually been sentenced to 12 years in prison for his lyrics.
Wow.
He is a Dallas rapper. And despite the hip hop being the most dominant music genre in the United States, the culture still doesn't seem to garner the same respect or leniency as other genres in the industry. In fact, the criminal justice department is still using rappers' lyrics against them. Dallas-based rapper Nana experienced this firsthand when he was sentenced to 12 years in prison based on his violent lyrics. The problem is, where was I at? I'm sorry. The problem is that he was not, damn, sorry y'all, my screen just, okay, I'm sorry. The problem is Nana was charged for this non-violent crime. While Nana's lyrics alluded to violent crimes, the rapper was not facing charges for violence. He pled guilty to cocaine distribution in 2018 and was supposed to be receiving a sentence for that charge. The rapper was originally facing only 6 years in prison for the crime committed, but the judge cited his lyrics, which he talks about shooting someone in the face and committing robbery in order to justify handing out a harsher sentence despite the nonviolent
What
charge.
rapper doesn't say that these days?
Well, look,
Exactly.
I'm gonna just take it all the way to Bobby Smurda.
Okay.
You know, if you're from the city and you have, you know, consistent run-ins with the law, or the police may know you and your team for doing certain stuff,
Yeah.
you can't incriminate yourself like
can't.
that.
You can't.
Some
That's
rappers
stupid.
actually live what they talking about, and if you actually live that shit, then you need not tell on yourself on this recorded line, because that's against the code anyway. Right?
Should have got the belt.
I would say that it was again. That's a very great point. I would think that it was against the code, but
Yeah.
then also if you don't really do that stuff,
Right,
Why
you know.
put yourself? Why incriminate
He
yourself in
got
something
he got
that you really
charged for
don't
being
do?
a poser. He's
Right.
a poser.
They're gonna make an example out of you. You know.
So what do you think with these? Because this has happened a lot. Bobby Smurda.
I think there's a deal behind it.
Now we have Nana. I want to say that
Boosie,
Boosie was in trouble because of some of his lyrics, and that's how they were able to incriminate him or charge him for a crime. But what do you think that rappers should do? Should they be more conscious of?
I
the
mean,
lyrics?
yeah. I mean, because hip hop, rap, whatever you want to call it, is one of the most influential genres of music. man.
is the most.
It well, I would say one,
It's
because
the
I
number
like.
one genre.
I mean, hip hop is based off of jazz to me, because I heard instrumentals from jazz before I heard from, computers. You know what I'm saying? Just
Of course. But you know,
But when we were in our production meeting on yesterday, Moses, you made up a point about how you felt about the rap industry. So I really want to hear your opinion to see if people out there actually agree with you.
all right. So the industry is one of my favorite topics to talk about. I don't believe there's different levels. I just believe that people are more progressed in some areas. You know what I'm saying? But the industry just got a way of working its way. You know what I'm saying? Like these up and coming rappers, a lot of them you don't hear about them 1 minute, but the next minute they blow up.
yeah.
And then you gotta think about it. Lyrics are basically guns and money these days. That's pretty much what it is anymore. So I mean, I don't want to say too much because it also goes into another topic. So I'm gonna just wait for that. But I just ain't with it, man. You know what I'm saying? He get what he deserve if he get any time at all for incriminating yourself and sending out terroristic threats, man. You know what I'm saying? That is a charge. It's a felony, I believe.
basically, if you're gonna go shoot somebody in the face, and you know this, just don't tell on yourself. Don't tell everybody about it. I don't tell on other people.
Real G's move in silence.
You know? Yeah. You know,
real G's move in silence.
It's the G code.
It is. It is.
I wouldn't
What's the
tell
first
on myself.
lessons we learn in life? Do unto others the way you expect others to do unto you.
Hey.
And nobody likes a tattletale.
We got a lot of
okay?
that. We got a lot of that. I think
Stop all the snitching.
Stop.
You know,
snitching.
that's how I feel like when people go on Facebook and they put, I got food stamps for sale. I'm like,
Right.
damn, why give them? Or even like when the tax season comes up and they give, you know, how people claim other people's kids. Why sell the dream like that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then pitch yourself in the system.
and then you
with
get
that
mad
other
when they
people's
change
kids.
laws and shit to where we can't do that stuff anymore. But hey. If it works for you, it works for me.
Can I ask y'all, like, what do y'all think it takes to get known these days? Like
rapping the lyrics
It
like
takes
they're
controversy.
rapping. They have
it takes controversy.
It takes controversy. Give them something to talk about.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
why-
Tekashi 6ix9ine came out with rainbow hair and a rainbow grill, and he ain't been out of the news since.
But yeah, well, yeah, you're right about
Give them
that.
something to talk about.
Okay. All right. Well,
All right, well, guess what we're going to do? We're going to get ready to go pay some bills.
Hey.
We're going to get ready to readjust.
this is mine.
And we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Moses has his staff in the
Yeah,
building. Maybe
this is
he'll
my
tell
thing.
us what the staff is all about when we come back. However, we're going to go and pay some bills real quick, and we will be right back.
Let's go.
You already know you listening to The Block with your boy Black
A
on
positive vibe will push you to truly
BillingCoolerRadio.com.
strive, push you beyond the limits, yourself for yourself inside. Positive thinking complete with positive word. The brokenness in the hood, me and you must repair. My only enemy is negative energy. It's like a sickness, but PVO is the remedy. We stay awoke and never ignore the obvious. I'm selling hope. When you see me, you know it's positive.
Listen. 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 Listen.
And I'm doing the same.
Action. Good day, hustlers. This your boy Rogers Rules. Be sure to tune in to that Rogers Logic podcast starring me and my new co-host.
Lex Lou.
Yeah.
So well groomed, and I'm with my family talking about hip hop, hot albums, the hottest in the city,
And the not so hot.
and let's hope that you can get that 5 mic review.
Yeah. Let's hope. I'm gonna give one out.
I'm gonna be talking about it. We ain't gonna play the two.
BillingCooler.com. Also, Rogers Rules fan page. Holla at your boy.
Check us out every Friday, 1 to 2 p.m.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Go check her out on Instagram at lturner88 or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
Hey guys, it's your girl Stephanie Love from The Block. It's me and my co-host Lizzie Black every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Catch us live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and also your one and only BillingCoolerRadio.com. Every week, we're sure to provide you with raw, hilarious, and uncut discussions, and also exclusive interviews from local artists. Class is now dismissed. That was good.
Yeah.
It's your boy, Mr. ILTBA, Mr. 214, Mr. Undeniable, Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. That's me. Say, man, this Wednesday night between 8 and 9 p.m. Central Time, I want everybody from the 214 to across the pond to tune in on Vila Koola. That's my new radio home. Y'all see it right here under the description, Vila Koola. Man, y'all know how I'm rocking, man. I'm on that bullshit again.
All right. We are back. Shout
was a good
out
one.
to JoJo Nelson that is tuned in. Shout out to Thomas
wife.
Upshaw.
Yo.
To Moses' wife that is tuned in.
Yo.
Happy
Hey, babe.
Saturday to every. Shout out to our boy Roderick from Roderick Rules. You guys
Yo.
be sure to stay tuned. They're revamping that show.
Hey.
So look for Roderick Rules come August. Sometime in August, they will be moving to Saturdays to make it more convenient. So shout out to them.
up.
Shout out to Roderick Rules. Shout out to LaQuinta Palmson.
Yo.
Oh, that's your wife.
Listen to
okay.
that name.
And shout out to Stephanie Rodriguez. Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember to share. We have our Buddha in the building today. He finally made it. He came all the way from Wakanda, y'all. So he was a little delayed.
What's up, my brother?
So,
This is a bulletproof dashiki right
he
here.
just
Hey.
made it. His flight just made it.
Wakanda forever.
Just made it from Wakanda. So Wakanda forever. When they come, you gonna be on time. So now it is time for K-Files.
This nigga's scared.
It is about that time.
What's up, bro?
Okay.
It gets good.
Yes, indeed. So, a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we did the water is making people froggy.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I just kind of introduced that topic just to kind of make the point that we are experimenting on at certain times.
No doubt.
So, piggybacking on that notion, I did a little research on some experiments, some well-known documented experiments.
Oh, shit.
And truth be told, there are too many to count. So I just kind of stuck with one because it was really intriguing, and I had already heard about it before. And so when I came across it, I just kind of did some more research.
Okay.
So on that, have you guys ever heard of Dr. J. Marion Sims?
Never.
Okay,
You heard
I'm
about
gonna
it,
tell you who Dr. J. Marion Sims is. Born November 13th, 1883, was an American physician and a pioneer in the field of surgery. Known as the father of modern gynecology, his most significant work was to develop a surgical technique for the repair of, vesicovaginal fistula.
Wow.
Okay. A severe complication of obstructed childbirth.
Oh.
Okay. So to cut to the chase, the experiment that he was doing, or the unethical things, unethical practices that he was doing, 1883. Okay. So slaves.
Yeah.
He was a physician, again, born in South Carolina. Okay. And what he would do, he was a slave owner and a physician. And so what he did was he developed pioneering tools. I got my notes here. Pioneered a surgical technique, like I just said, and also many other tools in the repair of the vagina. Okay.
Wow.
And
Big
so
ups.
he developed these tools and did all this experiment on his slaves.
Of course.
And now he's known as the father of modern gynecology. So the controversy surrounding this
not
guy
mad at
is he has a bunch of statues in New York, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, and he's big in the medical field and gets a bunch of regard on his work, but I guess it's due at a cost of his morality, I guess, and his code of ethics, because no one, of course, can find consent forms from these slaves, right?
They don't need that.
Right.
Property. They didn't need consent,
exactly.
You know?
Therefore, the notion comes about back then is well documented that a bunch of different crazy stuff. That one, black people didn't feel pain.
Okay.
Two, when you're born with the vesicovaginal fistula, you would want this surgery performed on you to relieve you of your pain, because it's really a painful thing to have it, and consequently the fistula is caused by, like, say, the slaves would be forced to breed, right? So you would have certain people having multiple childbirths, you know, pregnant all the time, and so the vaginal walls and stuff would become abnormally and, of course, damaged from all of this. And so to fix the problem, he would experiment on ways that he could, and then keep in mind, without anesthesia. So they are having to go through this pain. And then, of course, it's noted that once anesthesia came out, shortly after he conducted these experiments, he started experimenting on white people. But then they had anesthesia. But I just wanted to kind of bring up this. We can go on for days about some of his unethical practices. Yes.
You said he came up with the tools that they use when you go to the gynecologist.
Yes, he did.
And they still ain't changed that method yet, because I've seen and I've heard of women going to the gynecologist and they hate that silver thing. I don't even know what it's called.
I love it.
I got it right here.
Don't let everybody tell you that.
He invented the vaginal
Wait a
speculum.
minute.
I'm just saying.
No, you are literally the first woman that I've heard say that you love it.
I do. I love going and having pep smears.
Well, he invented the vaginal speculum, a tool used for dilation and examination.
It's women like that's some like type of fetish shit too. Like I can understand, I guess, that you say you like it, because I've seen it on like pornos and shit where women will use that to stretch themselves out and then get the business in.
Hold on, brother.
That was a lot of extra.
It's called a speculum, or some. It starts with an S.
Speculum.
Speculum, yeah.
That's what I just.
Well, yeah, I was just making sure I was saying it right, but like,
speculum.
What the shit? Some people are weird.
I'd rather just watch childbirth.
I'm not. You said you rather watch childbirth?
Yeah.
Of my own child,
Childbirth
yes.
is a whole lot
Of
worse.
somebody else's child,
It don't look
with
the
my own
same.
child, that shit was nasty.
it don't look the same.
What?
What?
That was the
It
most
was a beautiful
amazing
thing to me.
ever.
Man, my
It's the
legs
most
was weak and
amazing
shit.
thing
It
ever.
got hot.
Me and the doctor was playing Jeopardy. Real shit. Like Jeopardy was on TV, and right before he said push, like Final Jeopardy was coming on, and I got in trouble because. So you gonna sit down there and play Jeopardy with the doctor? I got the answer right. I mean, the doctor didn't. I did. I mean, he got a PhD. I don't.
You know what my mistake
is
was?
an epidural?
I said, let's have another one as mine was coming out.
Oh, really?
That's the worst thing you could say.
It affected me different. I was like, okay, I'm good.
Really?
Well,
We got the hard part over. Game time.
Well, there you have it, guys. There's your K5 for the week. I just wanted to kind of piggyback on the fact that we are and have
Test
been
dummies.
for a long time experimented by certain people here in the
Always.
corporation
Mesothelioma.
we know
Hey.
as America.
Mesothelioma.
That has
Shout
nothing
out
to
to
do
the
with childbirth.
gynecologist.
Big ups.
Big ups to the gynos.
You know, I don't think I'm mad at Stephanie Love for making that comment about the.
Now, look.
I ain't mad either.
As
I just
the
ain't
year,
mad.
as the childbirths have came along, and I've gotten older.
Right.
Pap smears are not as uncomfortable as they used to be. So,
I mean, but at the same time, there has been a whole child to come out of that. So I don't think it should be hard. Like, I know you got that snapback.
Like, you
not
really
you,
have to
but
know the details. Shut up. Because first off, I didn't push mine out of mine. But anyway.
I'm just saying, I know women got the snapback, but like, yeah.
It's the details in it. It's like, nothing.
Yeah.
Game time.
All right, it's time to go into a video.
Let's go. Who we got?
It's time to go into a video called Untitled by our one and only.
By who? By who?
Moses.
Hey.
Shout out to Moses and D Forbes that are in the building. Shout out to the staff that made it. And shout out to my nigga that came here all the way from Wakanda.
Man, say.
With that vibranium dashiki
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
This is crazy. Hey, Lon, you hear that? Yo. Talking about me, man, I think about God first. Cause he loved me and helped me when I was at my worst. When I was out there in the streets just doing my dirt. When I was in between the sheets getting on bras' nerves. But anyways, I'm looking down a different path. Cause I'm trying to better myself from a difficult past. I'm married now, people tell me it ain't gonna last. Cause the temptation in the world, girls showing they ass. Sets me apart from the rest of man. Not on a higher level, just to where I understand that getting your money up comes secondly within demand. My people just come together, let love take your stand. All the injustice is going on, I know that it's a heavy topic. It keeps on going on like no way that we can stop it. But keep on holding on and someday we'll see our profit. Walk through that door that's open for you, you close it and you lock it. Why this is happening, you ask? It's written in the wheel. Not only armed forces walk around and shoot to kill. You think copping the peace to keep the pieces, keeping it real. You think that it's enough safety to keep foolish people still. Blind eyes read the book, but they never see the words. Deaf ears listen up, but they never hear the words. Not saying I fully have it, I'm just drifting through the curves. From time to time I get stopped up from bumping into the curve. They attacking the mind so viciously, speaking it repetitiously. Nonsense is getting into me. I gotta find a different outlet. Hold up, I think I found it. Speak true with a different mindset. Shine like not even blind yet, so I try to turn it all around. Going up, I'm heaven bound. I'm leaving from this world with the enemy pulling down. Some call it gravity, some call it death defying. It's the same energy. Look around, tell me that I'm lying. Dead bodies up in the streets. Cruisers are on a roll, unidentified species. And then we got John Doe moving quick as a rabbit, getting stuck in a foxhole. New religion and new habits feel like a box troll. Half the musicians in the world don't even have souls. These children having babies wonder why the world is cold. They haven't warmed up to the fact everybody needs help. From your parents to your friends, but mostly for yourself. Do we even think about the situations going on? Hooting and the hollering, all that carrying on. Our whole justice system just mistreating, being evil. While Trump is up in office, misleading all of the people. Headed in the wrong direction, this rate will never be equal. The world has already ended, we're just waiting for the sequel. It's evil, society got so many problems. We causing more to happen and we just can't solve them. Chemicals in the sky, people telling us lies. They giving us false promises, man, it's hidden in disguise. Subliminal messages telling you to hate your brother. And here we are stealing money from our own mother. Trapped up in the world, man, we can't even get it over. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Untitled.
All right, shout out to Moses and Untitled. It's like no matter how many times I hear that, it's dope.
Can I ask a question?
Ask it.
To
Moses, why is it untitled?
Why is the title?
I don't feel like that you've been asked that question on the block anyway. So why is it untitled, bro?
Well, the explanation is in the song.
Ooh, go listen to that joint. Where can we find the song, Moses?
You can
Go
find
buy
it.
the book.
You can find it just on Facebook right now.
Okay.
YouTube also under Moses Palmson, MOSESPALM-SUN.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Moses.
Big ups.
All right, we have a special guest in the building that we will be bringing on in just a little bit after this next topic, but it's about to get juicy, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to our boy Vino Bars. Jackson and Vet.
That's my
and
big
Koya.
bro.
Shout out to y'all for tuning in.
Shout out, big bro. Thank you.
Remember to share, and tell your friends to get with my friends so we can all be friends.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yes.
And I just saw
Let's all be friends.
Yvette Ross
Yes.
share the page.
out
Shouts out
to
to
Yvette.
Vet. She will be, her and Ricky will be revamping DFW Raps next month.
Hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna do y'all one better. When
What's
y'all
that?
share, make sure y'all invite too.
Yeah, do that
Make
too.
sure y'all invite, because
Tell your
sometimes you
friends.
just share it and people scroll
Did
past
you
it.
invite your people in Wakanda?
Hell
She
yeah.
was- yeah.
They listening through their spears. Moses already took the staff. They got the spears, you hear me?
All right, so listen, guys. There was an incident that went on. I love the show Teen Mom. I love it. People look at me sideways when they walk into the room and they see I'm watching this reality show.
Before we get there, why?
Because I was at one point a teen mom, so it's relatable. I could have been a teen mom, let me put it that way. But thank God for parents.
Okay. All right.
Steer me in the right direction. But so it's more relatable. I just love reality TV, so that's that. But the teen mom, Janelle Evans, and another driver in a road rage incident, the other driver says she is lucky to be alive. Janelle Evans didn't know who the hell she was dealing with in the road rage incident when she whipped out her gun, and she's lucky she didn't get her head blown off, says the other driver. We're going to get into a clip. I want y'all to see the clip, and then we'll come right back.
Let's check it out.
I just took Jace to another therapy appointment, and we're going to get ice cream.
Oh, my car's a mess. I got food all over me. I won't change my last name.
But you wanted to change to Easton?
No. Something better.
Why?
A good name. But why did you choose Evans?
Because your dad isn't around. Dude, are you kidding me? Dude, are you kidding me right now? This dude, I will go slow the whole way. Dude, I will go so slow if he keeps tailgating me. Now he's stuck.
He's getting it closer.
Are you kidding me, dude? Give me your phone. I am driving down Highway 17 right now. The driver in front of me, he was tailgating me the whole way. Then he races in front of me and purposely slammed on the brakes. Like, I almost got veered off the side of the road. So I'm behind a truck right now following him because he wanted to get in front of me so bad. He was tailgating me the whole time. Jace almost got whiplash. He got in front of me, slammed on the brakes so hard I almost went into the grass.
Where you at?
Now I'm in front of his house. I'm in front of his house. I called the cops. You were tailgating me, you dumbass! I just called the law on you! Oops! My bad. Dude, he just hit my car! He just hit my car! Dude! Leave me alone! Dude, I was backing up and I ran into his mailbox. And now he's mad at me. Now he's following me. Now he's I'm in the middle of his road.
All right, so I don't think I even need to explain that incident.
Let's get it.
You've seen it. But Robert Robinson Jr., the guy in the truck in the crazy video with Janelle Evans, he said that he admits he brake checked her to try and chill her out. Robinson also stated that he had a gun in his truck too, and he tells TMZ he only pulls it out to protect himself and shoots to kill. But he says he exercised restraint once he saw she had a kid in the SUV. What are your thoughts as fathers, D4 is your father?
Yes.
Okay, as fathers, and if your girl or your baby mother is driving in a car, what would you expect of her when she's in incidents like this?
Keep it pushing.
Take your ass home.
Keep it pushing.
Take your ass home.
You know, I'm kind of guilty, but I've been working on myself. With the
Secrets coming out now.
No, it's okay. I think we're all guilty of it, Stephanie Love.
And
I
then
think
the
we're all
only reason
guilty
why
of road
I
rage.
stopped because my kids now go and tell on me. So,
That's
but
good.
looking
They
at
can go
this
tell it.
incident, that has been me at times. And I put myself in situations where when it was over, I had to be like, wait, you gotta chill out. You're a woman. You have kids in the car. You can't be, you know.
Did he really hit her though?
No.
No, it didn't.
But
see, okay. Go ahead, bro. No, you got it.
Okay, my bad. I'm saying.
You good.
No. I'm saying if you a woman or a man, you gotta keep it moving, especially if your kids are in the car or not, to get back to them kids, because you'd be surprised how quickly, hey, move that piece of shit, and then you got fingers going on, how quickly that can escalate.
So, so let's say hypothetically, if that man, because Robinson did state that he had a gun too, and he only pulls it out when he's ready to protect himself, meaning he will shoot to kill you. Yeah. What if, because I don't want to jump to assumptions, but we can kind of think in our head that Robert Robinson Jr. is probably a black guy. Mm-hmm. And this is going to piggyback into one of our next topics we're finna go into. But what if he would have shot and killed this white woman?
He'd have been justified.
He totally would have been justified.
Legally, he would have been justified.
Legally, there you go.
Legally, he would have been justified.
Legally.
But I mean...
But do you think that would have actually worked in his favor?
She egged that whole thing on. Yeah. He never bumped her. He never, rammed her. You know what I'm saying? People brake check all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That's one thing that, excuse me. That's one thing I don't like about, and I'm not trying to be sexist, but I don't like about women, bro. Like, they will be aggressive than a motherfucker towards you. And as soon as you lift a hand, not even touch them, but as soon as you lift a hand, oh my God, he hit me. Yeah. Like,
you hear what
it be that shit, though. It be that shit.
I don't know if y'all caught it.
He just hit my truck. She done back into the man's mailbox and shit. And then she on the phone talking about,
did you hear the dude on the call?
He hit my car.
Did you hear what the dude said on the call? He said, you need to stop freaking chasing people.
Yeah.
He said,
why would you do that?
Follow them home.
You got your baby boy in the front seat, which you should be.
Why would you chase that man?
You got that nigga in the front seat, and then you gonna chase this man to his house. Like,
she thought the law was on her side at that time.
Is way more understandable than you chasing him to his house, because he might just have a pistol in his car. You go to his house, you don't know what the fuck he got. He might have an AR. He might have a chopper. He might have a motherfucking grenade, for all you know.
He might have put that phone call in down the street like, someone following me, let's go.
Hey,
you know what I'm
somebody
saying?
following me. Yeah. And before you even got to this man's house, your tires blowed out, your son dead because the neighborhood done chopped your ass up. Why the fuck would you follow that man?
Yep.
It don't make no sense, bro. It don't make sense.
On Team Mom, though, the one who was doing, she is crazy. Her and her mom.
Yeah,
though.
she's
they always send us some shit.
There's a difference between crazy and stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
And shout out to Tony. Tony also says Teen Mom is the best show out there. So don't sleep on Teen Mom.
Somebody wanted to see the clip again. That's a kind of long clip, though.
Yeah, that's.
I want to say something to that. It's on TV. It's reality TV. So a lot of that stuff is stunts.
I don't think that was.
I don't think that was a stunt because they're actually
they
Teen
put
Mom
their whole
and
life on
MTV.
display.
Teen Mom and MTV actually said that they're cutting that part. They were in the middle of filming the show, but because of that incident, they're not going to show that part.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, but look, we did have a request to replay, but we'll replay it at the end because we're going to go into the Florida man who could avoid charges. And we're going to go to a commercial break real quick, guys. And we'll be right back.
What's up, world? You're
A
listening
positive
to
vibe will push you to truly strive. Push you beyond the limits, yourself and yourself inside. Positive thinking, complete with positive word. The brokenness in the hood, me and you must repair. My only enemy is negative energy. It's like a sickness, but PVO is the remedy. We stay awoke and never ignore the obvious. I'm selling hope. When you see me, you know it's positive.
Listen. Listen.
No, I just
Listen.
Yo, can I hit that?
Listen. Listen.
Here you go, my lady.
And I'm doing the same.
Action. Good day, hustlers. This your boy Rogers Rules. Be sure to tune in to that Rogers Logic podcast starring me and my new co-host.
Lex Lou.
Yeah.
So well groomed, and I'm with my family talking about hip hop, hot albums, the hottest in the city,
And the not so hot.
and let's hope that you can get that 5 mic review.
Yeah. Let's hope. I'll just give one out.
We ain't gonna play the shit.
Koola.com. Also, Rogers Rules fan page. Holla at your boy.
Check us out every Friday, 1 to 2 p.m.
What's up, Murder Mommy?
What's going on? What's going on? Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Go check her out on Instagram at lturner88 or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
Hey guys, it's your girl Stephanie Love from the block. It's me and my co-host Blizzard Black every Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Catch us live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and also your one and only VillaCoolerRadio.com. Every week, we're sure to provide you with raw, hilarious, and uncut discussions, and also exclusive interviews from local artists. Class is now dismissed. That was good.
Yeah.
It's your boy, Mr. IOTBA, Mr. 214, Mr. Undeniable, Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. That's me. Say, man, this Wednesday night between 8 and 9 p.m. Central Time, I want everybody from the 214 to across the pond to tune in on Villa Koola. That's my new radio home. Y'all see it right here under the description, Villa Koola. Man, y'all know how I'm rocking, man. I'm on that bullshit again.
All right. We are back.
What's
in
going
the
on?
building.
Oh,
We
it's a lot of people on this.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Bro,
people.
it's
today.
hot,
Run
Daisy.
up on us if you want
This is
to.
on radio
Man,
show.
We
man,
deep in
I
this
got a question
motherfucker.
for you.
Boom, boom. This is how black people need to
How
come together
much?
for
How
real.
much does a polar bear weigh? How much does a polar bear weigh?
Don't start with no bullshit.
No. How much does a polar bear weigh?
I don't know.
Enough to break the ice. What's your name?
There you
your
go.
name?
Take notes,
If you
baby.
know me, you know I don't do all of that.
Why would you
Come on
try
now.
something with her name is Murder Mom? She Murder Mommy. You don't want to
Hey.
roll up on that one the wrong way, right?
Hey, I love you, Absolute.
Absolute.
Thank you for being on. Thank you for being on Absolute, but I just had to tell that joke because I thought it was funny.
All right. So we have
Corny
the one
jokes,
and
baby. That was the
only-
icebreaker.
We have the one and only in the building. One of the vets in the game is what I refer her to. We have Absolute
Yep.
in the building with us. If you don't
Hello,
know
my
her
lady.
by now, I just say that you are asleep.
Can I ask you a
Wake up.
question, Miss
ahead.
Absolute?
Yes.
Do you remember the first place we met?
No. I mean, I remember you from Truth in the Booth, but you made
Of course.
it, you know,
Boom.
you made it known that I've met you before.
We met at the Curtain Club.
Oh.
I was
Oh,
there.
the one that I
do
hosted.
remember now.
How,
the one that I
how hard is
hosted?
it to forget the
Yeah,
light
the
skinned
You
guy?
hosted.
The only light skinned dude with a
There was
ponytail.
a lot of like
There's a lot of those guys, you know.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I know a lot of y'all are probably wondering what is Absolute here for, but there is a very important event that is coming up. That if you are out there and you are trying to get your name out, you want some exposure, this lady right here is the one to go to. When I say the things that she's doing in Dallas
Deep
for
plug.
the industry. This is who you want to connect with. So shout out to Absolute, and also we're gonna give a special shout out to Chaotic for his vision.
Chaotic, what up?
And this, and also these are the two who had the infamous Sunday events called Truth in the Booth.
Yeah.
And it's dope.
I'ma hop in there one day.
Dylan.
Hey,
Dylan,
bring that pole. You hear me?
So we're gonna let Absolute. There is an event coming up on August 4th, and we're gonna go ahead and let Absolute tell us a little bit about what's coming up and what we can expect.
Well, as you said earlier, Truth in the Booth, it's actually a spinoff, an upgrade to Truth in the Booth. Truth in the Booth, we do it every Sunday. As Steph mentioned, 5 p.m. You come spit your 16 bars, you compete. Winner takes all, pretty much. You get the beat a week before, you write to it, you freestyle, you go in there and read off your phone, your notepad, the napkins or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? It's really judged on bars, content, and your delivery. You have judges that judge you. You win, you win.
Yeah.
Okay, it's really to sharpen each other's skill. So we've been doing that since January. So we decided, okay, Chaotic came. You know, he's the visionary behind the whole Truth in the Booth.
Chaotic got it
and
going,
the
man.
stage, his mentor is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
But he had this vision of, okay, so let's graduate. We have, you know, artists like Big Young that won 8, 9 times.
Big ups to Big Young.
Shout out to Big Young.
Yeah, shout out Big Young. So a lot of times what
3LY
happens
salute.
is you get complacent. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We conquered that, so we have to keep building levels, you know, to help each other in this. Rap, it changes constantly. So we decided, okay, they got a little fan base from Truth in the Booth, but these people see them spit 16 bars over other people's music.
Right.
So how about these fans and now get to see you do your own music?
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
so
what's
you'll buy
up.
my music and support me even further.
Absolutely.
So that was the ideal behind it. So we built this platform, Rage on the Stage. And it sounds mean, but it's not.
It is
it's
mean,
not.
but
I like it.
It's
Don't come in here without
you
bars.
rageful with your flow and your stage performance. So not only do you need, you know, nice bars and a nice song and a nice mix, a nice sound, but your performance have to be on
gotta
point.
deliver it.
You can't have a stage this big, but you're standing in the corner over here. So it's all about the stage performance. Now we're trying to build them in another area. You stay still in the booth, you're going to have to move around.
This is like
So basically
artist
what you're
development.
saying is,
That's right.
what you're
Artist
saying
development.
is, y'all about to do some dumb
Man,
shit.
we're about to do some murder mommy dumb shit.
I got you. I got
Yes.
Big ups to Murder Mommies,
Yes,
man.
thank you. Speaking of Murder Mommies, we will at 2 o'clock. We will be on with Shay Roundtree today. So y'all tune in to that if y'all can. But yes. So I'm excited about Rage on the Stage. Me and Chaotic, we're both excited about it. The cost to enter is the same as it is the Truth in the Booth.
It's nothing.
But you get 5 times the prizes. I mean, you just can't.
You can't beat that.
You can't beat it with a bat, shoot it with a bullet.
Expect my
you can't.
presence.
Not even with Moses' staff over there.
Just swing on it, baby.
You mentioned that there are a lot of prizes that they can look forward to for a small fee of only $25. Can you give us a little insight on what some of those prizes are? You know, black folks gotta be nosy.
Let me think, because it's a long list of it. Okay. So me being here at Villa Koola, thank you guys for letting me come by and
welcome.
get the word out. But Villa Koola is actually sponsoring one of the prizes,
That on the flyer,
which is the interview, right?
Part of something great.
The interview with these people. I mean, that's more than that in itself. That's more than what? 2,
Hey, we
3?
appreciate that.
You get about a 30-minute interview.
Right?
It's all love. We appreciate you, Absolute, for including us in on this. We love to be a part of it.
Yo, she's an amazing rapper. Your live show is crazy.
Thank you. That was nice. That was
I mean, you're a good rapper.
Hey, nice.
I like it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That coming from Black, that means a whole lot. You know, Black
Oh
always talk.
man, I'm trying
Black
to
gonna
tell
tell
you.
you the truth
Thank you
too.
very much.
He got a dashiki on trying to tease
And
me about a
also,
staff.
shout out to Tri-Coastal. Big Grip in the Game.
Shout out.
They are also sponsoring 3 months of radio spans.
Yeah.
3 months. That shit
for a very small fee as well. I believe it's
you
like
way
$50.
beyond $25. You way beyond $25.
Yeah.
You get a free track, a free Chaotic track. You get a free feature from moi if you like.
Hey, she a good
Absolute.
rapper.
Absolutely. You get 200 CDs duplicated.
Okay.
You get free studio time.
Wow.
You get $200 on top of that.
Wow.
And you get a free entry into Truth in the Booth, whichever Sunday that you choose.
Wow. That's
and he
crazy.
just be throwing stuff in there. That night, he may throw something else in there. I mean, no
That
lie.
mean I need to pull up. I need to make me a beat.
Sounds like I need to come in and destroy something.
And if you're serious about entering, just hit me up. Hit my inbox. Send me your email. I'll send you a $25 invoice. You pay it. You secure your slot.
Yo, very
You hear that? Secure the bag with $25.
That's it.
People are
$is?
coming to compete from outside of Dallas. That's the thing that excites
so
me.
Dallas needs to put on.
Yes.
Y'all
You
need
better
to
put
sign
on for the
up.
city.
Yes, we have more outside. People signing up.
That's
than
a trip.
inside.
Dallas,
And it's
where we
okay.
at? Let's
and
go.
It's all right. It's all right.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go to and so you guys will be posting all week about Rage on the Stage.
Absolutely.
Getting y'all to sign up. $25. That's not much for trying to sow into your dreams. And remember, what you sow, you reap. So get out there, invest in your stuff, pay that $25, win some of these prizes, and come do a dope ass interview.
Yeah.
That's 30 minutes or more.
Man, niggas
And
is
we have
spending-
vendor tables.
Shots fired.
Let me say that too. We have vendor tables.
Oh, that was a
There's
shot at
lot
me.
of-
I think
There's
so.
a lot of
I
artists
wasn't
that
even-
have.
Damn, you got that bulletproof
accessories.
dashiki on, don't you?
$30, you can get a table and put all your
You get all
your
that
shirts,
stuff.
your hats.
Hey, yo.
I want to say, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a performer. I can if I wanted to, however. But
Absolutely.
I
Man.
just want to be in the building. So even if
Yeah.
you're not coming, come out and support these artists.
Please
who
do.
are
That's
right.
taking this task on.
Hey, yo.
And I was just gonna say to those who the naysayers on the culture out there, there's nothing, there's no support, there's no platforms.
That's
There
far from
are.
the truth.
There is
Very far from
support.
the truth.
There are platforms, and we are making them available to you.
Yeah,
Man.
shout out
Can
to Absolute and Chaotic for
Hell
putting
yeah.
those
Major
platforms out
movement.
there. And if we continue to connect with each other the way that we're doing, hey, we're taking off in a major way. But I want to go back to Truth in the Booth because there's a little bit of a stigma about Truth in the Booth.
Yes.
Not anything bad, but
Ooh.
a lot of people out there, I've heard comments that they're actually a little intimidated to come to Truth in the Booth because they feel like, you
trying to call me out?
No, not you.
I could have said that
Speak
myself.
on this. I know a lot of these artists.
It's not that it's a bad event, but for something that's something new.
Well, you have to
and-
come with it when you
Yeah,
step
so-
out.
Man.
It's called
It
Truth in
gets
the Booth.
gritty. It gets gritty.
So wait.
Can you give a little bit of enlightenment?
Okay. Okay, never
Absolute.
mind.
To make those people out there who, that's kind of like a person sitting up in church on Sunday and they know they need to go up before the church and join the church and they
You need to
like,
come up before the
no.
altar.
Yes.
And so you need that word from the preacher to kind of inspire. Can you inspire those artists out there who are still contemplating about coming to Truth in the Booth?
I totally understand that way of thinking because as artists, we're all on different levels.
Right.
And, we look, rights and left.
Right.
Just to kind of see where we are. Some people don't know where their, where their placement really is on a scale. We're all on the same level.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't be intimidated. Please don't.
Yeah.
It's a competitive culture, but it's friendly. It's friendly. These guys come in and they create bonds outside of Truth in the Booth.
That's true.
They go and start supporting
very
each other
true.
at clubs outside of Truth in the Booth.
Yeah.
That part is what we're most proud of.
See?
Of Truth in the Booth. Not you coming and winning 8 times. Big Young has won more times, and he also
key.
supports artists more than
does.
any other artist.
does.
So I'm proud of that fact. If you come into Truth in the Booth, know that it is a family affair.
Right.
When you come one time, you're a part of the Truth in the Booth family.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
can
can
I-
call me
thank you.
anytime and say, can you come support?
She gonna
and
answer.
I will come out and support you.
Yeah.
Thank
For
you.
that one time you came. It's not about tit for tat. You came one time, so I'm going to come support you one time. I will continually.
That's
Can
fair
I
too.
piggyback off
but-
of what Absolute was saying? That's very true about the artist support and stuff that you're talking about surrounded around Truth in the Booth because I actually got to go out to y'all studios the other day, but it wasn't for Truth in the Booth or anything. They were actually doing a video. And Low Key won 2 weeks ago, I believe. He's a 5-time winner of Truth in the Booth.
Absolutely.
And he was actually shooting the video for Boss Chick, which I thought was real dope. You know what I'm
look
saying?
at
He's
that.
an artist. He was behind the camera doing the video. Holla at Low Key, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he's a dope artist, man, and you know, I just thought that the support for that when a lot of artists came through for a video and stuff like that. So that is very, very true. So you never know who you might meet coming through.
Hey, so
That's right.
absolutely.
That's right.
Have you heard my songs?
I have not.
Oh man,
I got like 3 songs.
I mean, he's a #1 hit in Wakanda.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
You say
I think I should come be in Troop in the Booth.
Tunde and Sunshine.
They
Every
support
Sunday,
everybody
5
on
p.m.
all levels.
Okay,
most
Singers,
niggas.
Hey, Moses got it now.
My question is though, would y'all support comedy
Black.
rap? Like comedy rap?
Yes.
Like it's
I
not
support
Black.
comedians right now today. I
I'll
support
down.
poets.
I'm on my way.
All right,
I'm
Black
on
is
my
going
way.
to Truth in the Booth in about 4 weeks.
Hey, real
Black.
quick, real
Okay,
quick.
Pete.
Give me like 7.
I got you, my brother.
Hey, yo, real quick though, most niggas spend more on an eighth of green than it costs to go to Truth in the Booth.
Yep.
It costs $35 allegedly.
Hey.
Allegedly.
I heard a new
Wait a minute.
price.
We gonna go
But on
somewhere.
that note, let me go ahead and
Allegedly.
say it's not about winning that $100 or that $200 when you come to Truth in the Booth.
Not at all.
You get something worth more than $100 or $200.
No doubt.
That camaraderie and that iron sharpening iron.
That's priceless.
That's you can't
I
can't
like
just
that
go
word.
anywhere.
Can you
That's
say that word
priceless.
again?
Yes, and I've seen it happen.
And
That's
plus, again,
priceless.
if this is what you do, you should want to be a part of the
Right.
culture.
That's
Right.
like if you
Yeah.
church, like you use church. If you're
I'm
saved
just-
and you're sanctified and you filled with the Holy Ghost and you're a Christian, you should want to be around other Christians. And I would think that. I love being around. I love Truth in the Booth.
Yeah.
If
I'm a
I
win.
miss it on a Sunday, it's like my whole week is off. It's like unbalanced. I want to be around people like myself, and I love that.
Yeah. Y'all
That
are very
is
welcoming
so,
over
guys.
there, man.
If you're out there and you're contemplating about going to Truth in the Booth, maybe don't the first time. Just go. Just feel the atmosphere because
It's a very
I've
good
been
atmosphere.
about 2 times and just it's warm, it's friendly.
What a hustler's that?
Yeah.
Talking about flipping your $25.
Okay, right? Get out there,
True story.
invest in yourself. Check out Truth in the Booth. We will be posting the information later. You can attend this coming Sunday,
I tried
5
to
p.m. Sign up, go in there and spit your 16 bars. If you lose, hey, come back again.
Man.
Try it again. Keep trying because we've seen them try over, and everybody has their time. But I also want to remind y'all to stay tuned for Rage on the Stage next Sunday.
Saturday.
Next
Free
Saturday.
food and free drinks.
Free
So,
food.
Oh, you
Just
got-
pay
you
your
got
$5
wait,
before
wait.
11.
Like
Blacks in the
alcoholic
building.
drinks.
Got the free food.
Pay $5
Nothing make black people come
eating,
together
look,
more than food.
$5
Free
you
food.
can't
beat it. Yes.
what's up.
Oh, that's gonna be
I'm
lit.
there.
And then how
We
much
there.
it costs to get in?
$5 if you come before 11.
You
it's
had
$10
me at
out.
$5.
It's Saturday.
Saturday,
It
10
does-
p.m.
Not today. Can we do it today?
No.
Can we just do
Wait.
it? Can we do
But-
a teaser today?
Can I ask you a question though? If I pay that 25 to enter, do I still have to pay that 5?
Yes.
Oh.
Everybody's paying.
Everybody's paying
That
$5.
ain't flipping.
The
It's
25
like,
is just for the actual.
They got prizes they gotta give out, y'all.
Oh, yeah, door prizes.
Yeah.
So
All right,
Moses,
so
just win,
stay
baby,
tuned.
just win.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for Rage on the Stage. I'm sure
yeah.
we'll be live
Can
on
one of
Facebook.
y'all make me a beat?
Different people will be live on Facebook. So if you ain't there, all I'm gonna say is you're probably square.
Get ready for
All
that.
right.
You missing the hell out.
Hey, that's kind
Thank
of a
you
big
to
challenge.
Absolute for coming in the building and sharing with
Thank you guys
us
for having
the
me.
importance of this event and sowing into your dreams, guys. Follow her and Chaotic. I will be sharing and tagging them on some things on Facebook this week. So make sure you click follow to stay tuned to what's going on. Truth in the Booth on Monday. She puts out the beats for Truth in the Booth, so you have all week to prepare your 16 bars. They make it very easy for you to come in there and go in smash mode, y'all.
Yeah, Moses. So he done
All right.
smashed in
So
there
shout
before.
out to Moses.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Moses, who has
I
couple
ain't
of
win.
weeks ago, he went
But I
in
did
there.
Went in there though.
You
He
won.
competed, though.
You won. Everybody
Yeah.
is a
That's
winner.
right.
If
For
you do
$25
it,
you
you
win
win.
anyway.
Hey, wait.
Anything that's $25
Wait,
flat,
wait.
you
If you
won.
go
You
in Truth
can't
in the
feel
Booth,
like a
that's
winner
split.
if you don't
go in
win.
Truth in the Booth,
Right.
that's
I
split.
can't take
What do you
that.
say?
All
Second
right,
place is
so
the
we
winner.
are gonna get ready to take a quick
Like,
commercial
just
break
what you did,
again.
what
I
you
want to
did.
give a shout out to Absolute and Chaotic for
Yeah,
coming
let's
through
send
the
it to you.
building.
Shouts out.
We will Villa Koola, the block will be there next week.
Yeah.
It's going down, y'all. So stay tuned. And I just again want to
Support
tell you
your
thank
boy.
you. We're going to go pay some bills and we will be right back.
See you Saturday.
You're listening to The Block with your girl Stephanie Love on Villa.
A positive vibe will push you to truly strive, push you beyond the limits you set for yourself inside. Positive thinking complete with positive word. The brokenness in the hood, me and you must repair. My only enemy is negative energy. It's like a sickness, but PVO is the remedy. We stay awoke and never ignore the obvious. I'm selling hope. When you see me, you know it's positive.
Listen. 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 Listen.
And I'm doing the same.
Action. Good day, hustlers. This your boy Rogers Rules. Be sure to tune in to that Rogers Logic podcast starring me and my new co-host,
Lex Lou.
Yeah.
So well groomed, and I'm with my family talking about hip hop, hot albums, the hottest in the city,
and the not so hot.
And let's hope that you can get that 5 mic review.
Yeah. Let's hope. I'm gonna give one out.
I'm gonna be talking about it. We ain't gonna play with you.
VillaKoola.com. Also, Roger Rules fan page. Holla at your boy.
Check us out every Friday, 1 to 2 p.m.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Go check her out on Instagram at lturner88 or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
Hey guys, it's your girl Stephanie Love from The Block. It's me and my co-host Blizzard Black every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Catch us live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and also your one and only VillaKoola.com. Every week, we're sure to provide you with raw, hilarious, and uncut discussions, and also exclusive interviews from local artists. Class is now dismissed. That was good.
Yeah.
It's your boy, Mr. IOTBA, Mr. 214, Mr. Undeniable, Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. That's me. Say, man, this Wednesday night between 8 and 9 p.m. Central Time, I want everybody from the 214 to across the pond to tune in on Villa Koola. That's my new radio home. Y'all see it right here under the description, Villa Koola. Man, y'all know how I'm rocking, man. I'm on that bullshit again.
City, riding with me. Picture my city, ride with me. Take a picture of my city, triple D's and picture my city, Mike City. Picture my city, Mike City, ride with me. Picture my city, take a picture of my city, triple D's and hey. Free sense, does it make sense? Gucci down, doggy style, bent out, break out, don't stop. I had enough for the tough stuff. I'm super tight, roll out, bold out. Niggas D-Town in the house. Picture my city's going down. Picture my city, D-Town, triple D. Home of the Dallas Mavs, AAC, MVP. Super Bowl Sunday is snow. But NBA All-Star with oh-so throw. Nigga Dallas kinda cowboy. Texas City's liquor. Shout out to the DL-Dub and all the club strippers. It's hard. Picture my city, Mike City, riding with me. Picture my city, ride with me, take a picture of my city, triple D's and picture my city, Mike City, picture my city, Mike City, ride with me. Picture my city. Take a picture of my city. Triple D's. Hey, I'm riding high. I-35, just past the Omni. Third cup of Remy, sipping, no slipping. Mr. Ride with me, coasting, bumping RTs and RTs with me with cup sipping. Still handing out big business. We roll out in the South. Super Bowl Sunday, we chill out at the house. But nigga, the game is get rich and die trying. But some of that bullshit, my nigga, I ain't buying. Dallas is my home. I'm so pleasant, roll through my flesh and bone. Nigga, you can serve, but I ain't buying shit. I'm a picture my city. Mike City, ride with me. Picture my city, ride with me. Take a picture of my city. Triple D's and picture my city. Mike City, picture my city. Mike City, ride with me. Picture my city. Take a picture of my city. Triple D's and hey.
KoolaRadio.com. Tell your friends.
Hey.
What up?
What's happening?
We back. We got Moses D. Forbes.
What's going on?
Yours truly, not yours truly.
Hey, shout
like
out
me,
to the port.
But, you know, the star of the show, Stephanie Love.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all doing all right? Was that break good for y'all?
Yeah, that's good.
It was all refreshing and stuff.
Yeah, you know?
Cool. So, we going to go ahead and get into relationship hot topics real quick.
Let's talk love and sex.
Alright, so it's your boy Black. We gonna get on this. It's not love and sex no more, but it's relationship hot topics. Remember that.
Yep.
The question of today, or the questions of today, is number one: is it okay to move together before getting married?
Yes.
Number two, I feel like we're gonna talk about all of them at the same time, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them all out there.
All right.
Do you truly know your mate until y'all live together?
No.
That's number two. And number three is, if so, the saying goes, why buy the cow if the milk is free?
Okay.
So those are the three questions, and whoever wants to jump it off, jump it off.
Go ahead, Forbes. I know you want to say it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, you know what I'm saying? I don't see anything wrong with
With a little
shacking.
bumper grind? Oh.
Which, of course not.
Shacking.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with shacking. And here's why. Because like you said.
Cohabitation.
Cohabitation. Yes. Shacking, cohabitation.
So
and here's why. You know what I mean? Because like Black said, you never truly know somebody until you live with them.
Okay.
So if you keeping your household separate,
Don't be telling
and then
people
all of
what
a
I
sudden,
said. I might change my mind today.
oh, I thought it was in the lead. Okay. You know what I mean? So if you know everything's cool, whatever, everything's all great and da 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 da, because you don't gotta live with this person, and then you pop the question, and then y'all move in, whatever, and then you realize you really can't stand this person. They leave food in the bowls or whatever.
Food in the bowl.
They don't rinse their dishes.
That's the biggest thing you got. No, but yeah, I
if
still
you
stand
keep
by
waking
what
up,
I
like,
say. You
rinse
really,
out the damn
you
dishes.
never really
Only you
know
shouldn't
a
have said.
person until you kind of live with them. Like, no, maybe you got your own apartment, they got their own apartment, and you know y'all visit each other and have sleepovers a lot. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. You kind of gotta live with a person, see their habits when they're in their habitat.
Got to.
Okay. So y'all in agreement?
I'd say.
All right. Speaking on behalf of someone that we did it for 4 years, my wife and I.
Shacking?
Yeah, we shacked.
Okay.
You know, it was a time. It was a low time for me. You know, I was just getting started in that life. You know what I'm saying? So, I would say I wouldn't recommend it.
You wouldn't recommend shacking?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Why?
Because I feel like, first of all, you have to grow up by yourself. by yourself. You don't become a true man just because you get married or just because you have a kid, right?
This is facts.
You have to
This is
become a
facts.
man before you're willing to take on.
You got to know yourself.
Right.
You got to know who you are.
You don't even know if you love yourself before you tell this person you love them. So okay, so moving in, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you're already doing it, don't give up.
So is you saying you can't find yourself because shorty always in your space?
Exactly.
Okay.
You have to answer to somebody before you even.
Before shorty got in your space.
You said who?
What if you found yourself?
If you
before
got
shorty
yourself
was
together,
already in your space.
If
Then
you have
shacking's
yourself
good.
together, you know what you want. You know what you're looking for. But I'm not gonna say that
What if
it's
shorty's
promised.
the one that's pushing you?
Huh?
What if shorty's the one that's pushing you to find yourself? To find who you are.
That was the situation with my wife and I. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't go the same way for everybody. That's why I wouldn't recommend it. Grow up first and then make that move.
Hey Cam, what you think about shacking?
Well, I would like to dispel the myth that shacking aids in the decision-making process. Like we always give that excuse. Well, it'll give me a chance to see if I want to live or marry this person.
Test drive.
Test drive. Well, a lot of times you may test drive a car and still might not buy it.
Boom.
Pulls to the left a little bit.
Boom.
So I like to dispel that myth. It does not aid in that, and it could backfire more cases than often. I would think you
But
would
what do you
find
call a
out.
backfire?
Huh?
What do you call a backfire?
You find out everything that you just cannot stand about this person and living with them.
But
So
that's kind of
But wait.
proving my point, because it's like if you find out everything you can't stand about this person and you can't deal with that shit, why would you marry that person?
But why does it take you living with that person and y'all now are common law married after a certain time? Y'all have bills and utilities and each other's names. It gets complicated after a while.
You can see that full person.
Can I ask
Whereas
this?
you end up getting married and then she moves in and then you find out all the things that you hate about her. And it's like, oh my God, I done got married to this chick that I really don't even fuck with.
what about
like
this though?
You're afraid of marriage. I agree with Moses in that you have to be a complete individual first, and then you can cohabitate with somebody else.
Wait, hold on.
Let me add on to that. I just want to ask a question. Do you not understand that every person obtains the same characteristic, but people choose to exercise different ones?
Of course.
Absolutely.
So what that girl turns you down with, the other one might wait until you pop the question to reveal all that stuff.
So,
you know what I'm saying? So when you find out what you dislike about the person, that's the point of training each other. That's how y'all grow together. Hey, look, I don't dig this. If you don't dig this, I got to let go of mine and you got to let go of yours.
Okay.
That's how you grow together.
So Stephanie Love, what about you? We need that female perspective. Yeah, I mean,
sorry.
What do you think about shacking?
Well, I'm actually a shacker.
Okay.
And I've been a
Nothing wrong
shacker for probably about.
Embrace it, girl.
Give me something for shacking, baby.
Cohabitating.
Oh, she left me
I'm
hanging.
a cohabitator.
I got you.
I've actually
To each his
been
own.
a cohabitator for about a little of 5 to 6 years, almost.
It's almost common law.
And it has been a long road. However, I'm okay with it. I feel like I would not have learned who my partner was until I did actually move in. Now, there are some things that my partner does at home that I used to be like, damn, really? Like little, but it to me, it's little things that I can overlook. Like the little things, like you come in the house and just take off your clothes and you leave them on the floor.
But that's normal stuff.
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
then there's other stuff like not necessarily. I mean, there's tons of different. There's pros and cons to living, but it worked for me. It works for me to cohabitate with my partner because in the cohabitation, my partner actually. If I would not have, I moved in with my partner because of particular reasons. One was I became pregnant. 2, we were going through some family things. I was going through some family things personally. So he kind of like saved me and my daughter before I got pregnant. And then he showed me that this is who I want to be with. So we've been living together. It hasn't been easy, but it's been great as well.
It never is.
It's worth the journey.
It's
So-
worth it. Very
So on the
well.
back
you've
end,
already done it.
So on the back end, with having two people that are currently shacking, one married, one yet to be married, do you feel like the cow's already bought? Or you feel like the milk is given up for free? Or is shacking worth it?
No.
Because if you
Even
already have a
moving in-
union,
even moving in, you still gotta
already-
make that purchase.
So you guys are already together, moved in, whatever. What's the pressure on actually getting married?
The milk doesn't
Is-
come free until you marry.
So the cow is staying in the barn.
Cow jumped over the moon.
Well, the milk ain't even
Little
free
dog
when you're
laughs.
married.
Actually,
You got
it
to
costs
pay for
more.
milk.
It's more expensive. It's that organic milk.
And I would say I used to think that way, like, damn, you know, I done did all this. I do all these little wifey duties. I'm probably never gonna
Well, you are considered common law married.
You're
right.
married.
And then I look at it that way. Well, hey, whether it's a piece of, to me, I've grown in the last couple of years. This used to be a battle that we would fight over and over again because pressuring the issue, we need to get married. But I'm like, hey, look, I look into it a little bit more now. I'm pretty much
marriage is in the heart.
I'm pretty
not
much
that piece of
Exactly.
paper.
I was gonna
Marriage
say
is in
like
the heart, not that piece of paper.
What
That's just
what I
a
wanted to
symbol.
say.
That's
Marriage
a symbol.
is just a piece of paper.
Thank you.
However, I feel like
Thank
in
you.
our heart,
That was my
in the
question.
way that we carry ourselves in a relationship,
Jewelry
we're
don't matter.
considered married. Because at times we have just random people who see us always together, even
They might
around
assume
here, and
that
they're like
anyway.
your wife or your husband.
Right.
And
I would
we
think so.
haven't never said that's my wife, but they just, the way we carry ourselves, you just kind of automatically.
That's true.
Yeah, but
You know.
that piece of paper and that ring just makes it.
That's
it's
law of
just,
the land.
It's just for the government.
I mean,
people need
nowadays,
that.
what I
Yeah.
see, the men who are married, I always ask
Less
myself,
committed.
why don't men wear their wedding
Wear
rings?
their rings.
Because they up to some other shit.
Hey, you know what? No, that's not the truth.
But in
Sometimes
these days, in this new, you don't really. They're married. It's not that they're not acknowledging that they're married. It's just you don't really see men wearing wedding
think
rings.
about
Well,
work though.
my
when you
exercising-
What kind of work?
Like
Certain
real
work.
shit. It doesn't matter. I literally got a fucking rash, and I was a bartender. I got a rash for the chemicals getting under my ring and like just staying
That
there,
too,
irritating
but
my hand.
Hey.
So
I
I
just
had to
feel
take it off,
like-
and I knew I couldn't wear it to work.
Hey, yo.
I just feel like when you're married, you should just commit to it.
Hey, yo.
Like you said, black is from the heart.
I think
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Now-
in the heart,
ring
not that
don't
paper.
matter.
I did
Ring
hear a
don't
man say a couple of months ago he was on the radio, and it was kind of like a discussion like this, and he said that marrying his girl was the best thing that ever happened to him because once he got married to her, like she was just 10 times the freak. Like everything that
Everything
he
comes out.
fantasizes about. She
some
now
things never
she has become
Some pressure
his
markers.
wife, and
With
she
some
told
pressure.
him that she felt more secure
Hey.
to do those
And I
things
think
because she was
I think
married
Marcus
to him.
just pulled out a ring.
I
think he
that's
did.
how-
Where-
I think
where did
that's
that
how
come
it's
from?
gonna be in every instance like
Yeah.
that. I want to say that in a relationship that I was in, it was probably that much. It was like that as well. You know, she was probably holding back somewhat until she got the ring.
You talking about your
Okay.
ex-fiance?
Oh,
I
well,
am talking about
man,
her at this
See,
moment.
but
And
there's
so-
an instance
I-
where
Where's she
nothing
at?
I feel like I know
Find
her. I feel like I know
Well,
her.
you
at this point.
should
Yeah,
at this point.
There are some instances where you get married and nothing changes. Nothing
There's
progresses.
been some instances
They
where
get worse.
people have
Hey,
been
yo.
married.
Ike
Like
Turner.
I say, it's married and miserable. There's some people that I know that have the moment they got married,
She
the
comes
stru-
down. She goes the
Ooh.
other way.
Oh, yeah.
it's
like,
They get
like,
killed. He
you
becomes
start off,
possessive.
You start off,
Popping.
now, I guess this
You know?
could be a bad part. Or
Then you
detriment
get
to
married and
living
the
with each
facade is
other.
gone.
Y'all trying to keep each other entertained,
Yeah.
and then once one of the people feel like, hey, I got this motherfucker.
It's
and
over.
then it's like, you know,
Now you
I was
wear
there
it.
to
Because
get you,
women,
and I got
it's
you.
always been
So
a
I guess
myth.
it could be a detriment.
It's always been a myth that when women get married and, you know, they put on all this glitz and glamour
In the beginning.
in the beginning.
And then you see
once
doo-doo
you get
stains.
married, you kind of like start putting on the bonnets and,
Yeah.
you
Oh.
know, not really keeping yourself
That's not what I
up
signed
and
up
things
for.
like that.
Bonnets,
So, hey,
But
I
hey,
think
hey, Steph, can you do me a favor though? Can you revisit that topic on the ladies' room? Wednesday from 9 to 10.
I sure will.
3 points.
I sure tune in. Wednesday at 9.
No, you get 5 points because it ain't even your show.
Man.
You, Black.
What'd you say?
You.
What I do?
Don't hate on the ladies' room.
I'm not hating on the ladies' room at all. Check them out every Wednesday.
Thank you.
I watch. It's okay. He was a shameless plug, and it wasn't even his show, so he got 2 extra points.
I got 2 extra points.
Yeah.
I need some points down here.
All right.
You
What we
need
got
some
next?
points. Shameless stat points.
All right, well, that was your
I'll take it.
relationship hot topic. Tune into the ladies' room for the continuation of this topic.
Bang,
I
bang.
love y'all.
Let's talk love and sex.
Okay, now this is a great time to go into our next
Let's get it.
discussion.
Let's
So
get
since
it.
we were talking about marriage and moving in with your spouse and, well, Charlamagne the God addressed this recent headline and claimed he admitted to rape. My tone was all wrong. I should have never used the term rape. On Tuesday, Charlamagne the God took to the Breakfast Club to clear his name and clarify an audio clip from his Brilliant Idiots podcast where he discussed rape culture. In the clip, which was reported by Side Combos without context, the radio host said, I keep telling y'all, I've told y'all this over and over. It's a lot of things that guys did, especially when we were young, that were rape, that we didn't consider rape. He also goes on to say, I'm married to my wife. Me and my wife dated for a whole year. She would not give me no pussy. I hate that word.
Wow. Well, you said it like it was easy.
Right.
Me and my wife hung out one Saturday night.
What's wrong with pussy?
She got sloppy drunk, passed out in my
Give it a
mama's
sound
house,
effect.
and I got that pussy. She was fucking me back and all that, but she was really drunk. I asked her yesterday, "Yo, did I rape you the first time we ever had sex?" And she goes, "I mean, in hindsight, yeah."
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, so however, the clip came on the heels of resurfacing of another clip in 2015 podcast where the radio host discussed giving a woman Spanish fly prior to their sexual encounter.
Spanish fly.
I have no fucking idea what Spanish fly is.
Somebody Google.
That's what the
Spanish
kids
fly.
are calling it
It's
these
probably
days.
like a form of oral sex, but maybe like a tongue roll with it, because
Wait,
I don't know. That's the only thing I could assume when you say Spanish fly.
Who knows what a Spanish fly is?
Like anybody in the
We're
comments.
gonna look it up.
Yes, let
Although
us know.
Sounds pretty
Charlamagne
nice.
maintained the sex was consensual, he did admit the girl did not remember the encounter, but she was not passed out.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Okay.
Oh, okay. Like the
So there you have it. Charlamagne went on to the very
Did he give
famous
himself the
show,
donkey of the day?
The Breakfast Club.
I don't
So
think he
what
got
do
it
you
wrong.
think, guys? Let's
Nope.
go back to his first question.
no, go ahead.
The first question was: have y'all ever? What do you think about? Have you ever put yourself in a situation? And I don't want to incriminate y'all.
Right.
That's incriminating.
I'm gonna just come out and say
Y'all
it.
just
No,
go
I'm just
ahead.
playing.
And just, I don't want to ask.
No, I'm just playing.
I'm not.
No.
I'm
Let's
not
make
even
a
gonna
rap
put
song about it.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
it.
Hey, I admit it.
Yeah. Having to ask y'all that question.
All right.
But have you
speak on
ever?
it.
What do you agree with Charlamagne when he says that you do things that could be considered
no.
rape, but
Hell
then
no.
you don't consider it rape?
Well.
I say yes.
If I may answer first, I will say that according to the industry that he's in, yes, they did things and they admit to it all the time. So maybe back then we could have considered it rape, but now, I mean, it's with his wife. I mean,
So it makes it excusable because it's his wife.
no. Well, see, I don't know, because he said she's responsive and it was consensual. So how can you consider
Okay,
it
so
rape?
my question is,
because at the end of the day, if she is conscious, that's fine. It's a lot of drunk people who make
Right.
bad decisions
Right.
that are conscious.
Right.
But he started fucking her, and she was drunk, and she was like, "Oh, somebody's fucking me. Let's fuck." And she was throwing that ass back. Even still, it is considered rape because she did not have the mind to consent.
Okay, so what if both parties are drunk?
So that's why I said yes.
How is it consensual if you're not in your right mind if two parties are drunk?
If she's throwing it back, and
but
he's
you
throwing it
sloppy
forward,
too.
That means it's game.
right.
So,
but that ruling goes more toward women, of course.
So I think we need to cut to the chase and just ask and make.
Oh my goodness!
Set the standard. Is there an obligation if I'm married to you?
Yes.
To have
the milk is not. There's never free, Cam.
No.
There's no
legally, no. No.
What?
I
You
feel
gotta
like
respect a
I
woman
feel
for what she
like
wanna do with
you
her
should
body.
be obligated to
You know what
give
I'm
it to me. But legally, if your wife tells you no and tells you
Hell no.
Excuse me. Where people rape their wives.
But
You know
listen,
what I'm saying?
and you keep going, and she calls the police on you, you can go to jail, and that's rape, even
Hold
though
on,
that's
hold
your
on.
wife.
Hold on, she can enjoy it and call the police.
Yes.
She can enjoy it and call the police.
Yes.
So you stuck in a situation regardless. What if your wife don't like you? You know what I'm saying? And she want to get back.
What if right after y'all had sex?
Let me tell you something.
You
in
did
the
something
marriage,
to piss her off.
it's obligated because if you don't want me to step out, you better give it up.
Legally.
You want
That's
to
what I wanted to hear
somebody else will.
If you don't want me to go nowhere, you better
I'm
give
not
it
mad
up.
at Moses for that.
I'm not mad at him either. But I'm just saying legally.
That's why I let mine take it.
Legally, this shit is.
I gotta speak on the
she
marital
says no.
aspect.
So check
Hey,
this
I
out,
feel
right?
you.
Check this out, right? Have y'all ever been in a situation, right? You might be drunk, right? But the girl might not really be knocking back shots like that. But she might act like, oh my gosh, I don't know where I'm at right now. I don't usually do this. Knowing she usually do this shit. And then the action happens, but you really drunk. And then you wake up the next morning when you come back to your senses like, fuck, did we just get raped?
Got to be more careful.
Wait a minute.
Spanish.
I know what I did.
Dudes can get raped too.
Dude, are we the victim in that situation?
Yeah,
I think
wait,
so.
Hey, you
Wait
know
a
what?
minute, wait a
You are,
minute.
but more than likely,
Only
you're not going to get the attention or even the justification in the law's eyes. It's like, nah, you're a man. You should.
You
push
could have
them off of
defended
you.
yourself.
right? But for a woman,
But I'm unconscious.
A woman is seemed as so weak and shit.
I'm unconscious.
Like in the government's eyes, and then yet they're being more independent, which is cool. I like that shit. But you really can't cry rape. Like you can,
Ain't nobody
you
gonna feel like
can,
you
but
victimized.
you really
I don't-
can't.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, you're probably not gonna win. Probably just gonna waste money and time.
I think it's more. I think it's more degrading when they do it consciously. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind a woman, wanting some while I'm unconscious.
But I mean, she
I
might
wouldn't
only
mind
be
it.
screaming rape when she got to wake up and take that walk of shame. It's a long walk to the
Ain't no
front
walk
door.
of shame, baby. We did the damn thing.
Hey.
Hey, you gonna walk out?
Your business last night, baby.
No walk
The
of
only
shame.
thing we walking
I will
away
walk
from is
into
your front
apartment,
door.
hand in hand, skipping and
I
shit.
mean, you could be one of them niggas wake up like, shit, all right,
Hey,
then.
Yeah.
real quick, the Spanish fly pill is an aphrodisiac. It
So it's not a
Like
roofie.
clam.
It just makes you
the
want to
key
fuck.
element.
But that's rape culture, like they were talking about.
The key element
that's
is
like a date
chemical
rape.
called
Yeah.
cantharidin.
Exactly.
I consider it like
So it has a chemical.
If you heighten somebody's endorphins without them knowing, yeah, that's dangerous.
Rick Ross did it,
Right.
and he
Now,
admitted
lost his
to it.
Reebok deal for that. He did admit to that on the fucking you ain't even know song. You ain't
Hey.
even know a song. Yep.
In his
Now,
lyrics.
see, now that's
Bro.
the case that we should pay
Stop
attention.
snitching
But
on yourself.
Charlemagne, you all right,
okay,
brother.
so if you
Do your
feed them
thing,
endorphins instead of like, the girl is conscious and she just horny as a motherfucker, versus a roofie where the girl ain't even conscious and you just sticking dry wood
You
into
outta
a
there.
dry fireplace.
You out of there.
Like,
Now that's rape.
okay, but he just said you putting some endorphins in her. I guess
Without her knowing.
Without her
Yeah.
knowing makes sense. But like, let's just say she does know.
So
You
what
put
would
some
be the
endorphins
purpose
in
of
her,
it
is that
if she
still
knew about
considered
it?
Right. That's what they're saying because there's an aggravated variable there.
So
You know what
basically,
I'm
you
saying?
telling me if I feed her oysters, which is also an aphrodisiac.
Go ahead.
And she gets horny and she's ready to fuck me, did I rape her at this point?
I guess if you
For other
didn't consciously
viewers,
do it, if you didn't
discretion
knowingly
is
know
advised.
that, because
So how
everybody
did they
wouldn't know that
you
oysters.
knowingly knew that?
How many people are really just knowing oysters are an aphrodisiac? They might just be trying to stunt. Let's get some oysters, and then all of a sudden, it's hot in here. Holy shit! Yeah, you know.
I feel you,
Hey,
but like,
well, what would be the purpose of using one if they were aware of it? Why can't you? There must be something wrong with you. If you can't
Sometimes
fight
you
in
want a
somebody.
little extra love.
It kind of makes it more psychologically intense.
It's all a psychological thing.
Unknowingly,
Look,
it's going to be the same.
Sex drops.
outcome.
Go revisit that episode. Sex drops.
All right.
It makes you want to more than you usually want to. Even if you want to, it makes you want to
Babe,
more.
look out.
Big ups
Here
to
I come.
oysters.
Nah.
And like I'm just
Shout out
saying,
to
like
oysters.
it's shout out to oysters. But no, like
Where
for
can I
real,
get them Spanish
like
flies
it's not that you didn't want to. It's just like it makes you want to more. That's the point of it. Because if a girl wants to more, from my experience, like if a girl wants you more, she's wetter.
That's rape, though.
She's readier. She's willing to do more shit because she's extra ready.
But if
She miss
I'm
you.
more ready than she is, it ain't gonna matter
That means she
how
eating
ready
up oysters.
she is
Because
or how moist
the
she
vagina
is.
is self-lubricating. So, I mean, that's the whole point of sex.
Plus,
anyway.
hopefully, I'm using a rubber.
Oh, Lord. All right, so that was your
Thank you, Black.
relationship hot topic.
That just got.
Let's talk love and sex.
All right, so we're nearing to the end of our show. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and jump into some social media trolling.
You. Man, you ain't nothing but a social media stalker.
Are you surfing or are you trolling? All right, so I be surfing.
I be surfing.
Shout out to all the Virgos.
Yeah.
Ain't it Leo season?
Boo.
It's almost Virgo season.
It's
It's
almost
Leo
Virgo
season,
season.
but that don't really matter because Virgo season is right around
Let's
the corner.
go.
Let's
Virgo
get
season.
it. Let's eat. Let's get 8.
I don't even know.
Wait a
Let's get
minute.
8. I'm with that. I'm not
Y'all
mad
see
at
where
that.
my mind was when I said what Spanish fly was.
You ate some oysters before you came in.
All right, but this week on social media trolling, I'm gonna keep it quick. I have some information to share with you guys. As I was trolling, I was very elated to read this yesterday. The House has been discussing all week about tampons and pads and menstrual equality. So the House has passed the measure of allowing women to buy tampons and pads, and I'm hoping like cramp pills like Midol and stuff, because those things are expensive, but you need them when you're going through the menstrual stuff. So now you're gonna be women. It has to go to the Senate next, which more than likely they're gonna pass it. But we'll be able to start purchasing those items instead of using our hard-earned cash. We can now use our health spending account that you get through your job. So I have I have a health spending card that I get from my job. It has $2,500 on it for the whole year,
Where
and
you
I'm
work?
able
Hey,
to
where you work
pay
at?
for. I'm able to pay for my co-pays when I go to the doctor, to the dentist, to whatever, buy prescriptions. But now I can walk up in CVS or Walgreens and I'll be able to purchase my tampons. Do you know how much money I would save every month? Too much information, right?
I mean, no.
Don't
I
you have
mean,
them once
Like
a month?
that,
That's
but you have to
is
be
it like
on.
$7 or $8?
No, don't.
No.
It's about when you spend $10 on Midol, when you spend about $10 on the soap and the wipes to keep yourself fresh, and then like $10 on the tampons and then the panty liners. So you're spending about a good $30.
need
Just to throw
tampons
things
and
off.
panty liners?
I understand where you coming
Yeah,
from.
because your
'Cause
wife
I
ever
have
made
to go
you.
buy this
Yeah,
stuff
see?
for my wife.
See,
Yeah,
and so
I mean-
now you'll have a health spending flex card. Well, you won't
don't
unless
think
you
it
elect
helps
through your job. But hey, okay. And then another thing that I thought was really, really interesting was, if you all did not see, again, 2 years later, Trump's star was destroyed this week, right?
What?
Well,
Big X.
TMZ, the Shade Room. I saw it earlier, but I had to wait till my my media gods put the information out there just to let me know that
Big
it
ups.
was real. So shout out to TMZ and the ShadeRoom.com and Baller Alert.
Cut the
But
check.
the man who vandalized Trump's star this week reportedly, look how petty this shit is. Reportedly, he was bailed out by the man who vandalized the Star 2 years ago.
Word.
Now that's some
Squad
petty
goals.
shit. That's squad goals. Like, that is squad goals for real. So
And I bet
shout
they ain't even know each other. I bet they ain't even know each other.
That's what's
I
up.
doubt
You
that
can't
they
even
knew
get
each
some
other.
niggas to answer the
I
phone
doubt
when you in that
it.
motherfucker.
I
That
doubt
nigga went to go
it.
get
The
him.
man who vandalized it 2 years ago probably went and looked up his information,
I
found
respect
out how
that
much
shit.
the bond was, and said, "I got you, bro."
My
Squad
nigga.
goals.
That's what's up, though.
All right.
Hey, man,
and that
get at us.
was
If somebody knows who that is, get at us through the block. I'm going to send you some free vibe life, my nigga. Real shit.
Yeah, that's real shit.
Maybe
though.
we can try and get an interview with them.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be
Go
nice?
and
Come to
bail
the
him
block,
out.
man.
Do you
We
feel
wanna
like it's a
talk.
brotherhood now? Shout out to the people who vandalized stars.
Bang.
Hey,
Bang, bang,
you know what I'm
bang.
saying?
And that was
Welcome to
your
Hollywood.
social media trolling.
Man, you ain't nothing but a social media stalker.
Are you surfing? How many minutes
Or are
we got?
you trolling?
All right, we're going to get ready to go into a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
You already know you listening to The Block with your boy Black on VillaCoolRadio.com.
A positive vibe will push you to truly strive, push you beyond the limits you set for yourself inside. Positive thinking complete with positive word. The brokenness in the hood, me and you must repair. My only enemy is negative energy. It's like a sickness, but PVO is the remedy. We stay awoke and never ignore the obvious. I'm selling hope. When you see me, you know it's positive.
Listen. 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 Listen.
And I'm doing the same.
Action. Good day, hustlers. This your boy Rogers Rules. Be sure to tune in to that Rogers Logic podcast starring me and my new co-host.
Lex Luke.
Yeah.
So well groomed, and I'm with my family talking about hip hop, hot albums, the hottest in the city,
And the not so hot.
and let's hope that you can get that 5 mic review.
Yeah. Let's hope. I'm gonna give one out.
We ain't gonna play the shit.
VillaCoola.com. Also, Roger Rules fan page. Holla at your boy.
Check us out every Friday, 1 to 2 p.m.
I'm just here. Barely.
Oh, we know.
Barely.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Go check her out on Instagram at lturner88 or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
Hey guys, it's your girl Stephanie Love from The Block. It's me and my co-host Felicity Black every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Catch us live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and also your one and only VillaCoolerRadio.com. Every week, we're sure to provide you with raw, hilarious, and uncut discussions, and also exclusive interviews from local artists. Class is now dismissed. That was good.
Yeah. It's your boy, Mr. IOTBA, Mr. 214, Mr. Undeniable, Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. That's me. Say, man, this Wednesday night between 8 and 9 p.m. Central Time, I want everybody from the 214 to across the pond to tune in on Villa Koola. That's my new radio home. Y'all see it right here under the description, Villa Koola. Man, y'all know how I'm rocking, man. I'm on that bullshit again.
Did you hear that, Black?
Did we get that on
Hey,
I'm one of-
on air?
I'm
Did we
one-
get
I'm
we
one
get
of
what
many-
he just said on
No, we
air?
didn't.
I'm gonna say it again. Say it again. Look, this morning I had a PB&J, and I just gotta admit, I'm one of many brothers that eat the booty. I eat the booty, people.
He eats the booty
of the bread.
Right.
Of the bread.
Of the bread.
Yes.
Okay.
It is still
we
bread.
can't.
You would have been on my level if you would have said the booty.
Well, see, I don't
you
know.
I don't get tired. I do get tired, but I don't get tired.
I ain't eating nobody's booty,
can
man.
we get the
All right, let's go into what the fuck.
We're going into what the fuck, because this is a what the fuck
get it.
already.
Let's get it.
Play it twice. Play it twice.
What the fuck?
What the fuck were we just talking about? Nah, but
Eating the booty of the bread.
Eating. No, I was anyway. This week on What the Fuck, we're gonna talk about a Tennessee woman who was in her feelings. Kiki.
Ooh,
you love me.
I love this
Right.
challenge.
Because she wasn't invited to a house party.
Oh.
And so what she did was set that bitch on fire.
I'm not.
You set the house on fire?
I said, you not mad at that? Listen to what I said. This bitch showed up to a house party because she wasn't invited.
And then set the
she
bitch on
set
fire.
that bitch on fire.
But listen, what was she going
Listen.
through?
Lloyd Banks.
Let me read the details. I was told I need to read the details.
You're right.
I'm
You're
gonna
right.
read the
That's
details.
my bad.
Okay?
Reading is fundamental.
Fundamental. Somebody posted something. I came from Lancaster. I can't read. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you how Lancaster.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not even a Lancaster nigga,
They
but I
say
graduated
people
from
from
the
Lancaster
motherfucker.
High School, if you graduated, you don't know
Let's
how to
get
read.
it, bro.
That's fine. A woman in Nashville, Shamika House, was pissed off that she didn't receive an invite to a local party in her area. So, sis, quote unquote, decided to set the house on fire for being left out. Oh, I think I did that one pretty good.
Hey, Mark.
Wait, there's more.
I told you we had the teachings that we needed. Everybody just wasn't exposed to it.
Everybody didn't listen.
That's why they come from Nigeria and Africa to come over here.
You know what? You know what? I feel like that's a shot in my dashiki. Shut the fuck up. According to News Channel 5, this incident went down on June 23rd, and Shamika knew the people who were throwing the party inside the house. Authorities said that Shamika rolled up with an unknown man in the driver's seat and started going off about not receiving an invite to the party. Her pleas didn't help because they still wouldn't let her inside. And she allegedly told them that she was going to set the house on fire. Police said she walked back to the truck, pulled out a jug of lighter fluid, and started pouring it over the front window of the house. Then she reportedly took a butane lighter and lit the fire. Shamika and the guy inside the car ended up taking off while 3 people inside worked fast to put out the fire. No one was hurt, and the fire didn't cause any serious damage. Shamika was arrested last week, and she was hit with several charges from vandalism, aggravated arson, and reckless endangerment / assault with a deadly weapon. She's currently being held on a bond for $45,000. Shout out to Reading, but anyway, that bitch stupid.
Shout out to American Teachings.
Can you imagine how live that party must have been?
No,
have y'all ever watched the movie
Project X?
No, yeah, that's like some Project X.
If you don't get invited to some shit like
you
that,
don't want to invite
you might
me.
want to blow that motherfucker up.
Blow this bitch up.
Bro, you're not gonna invite me to this shit.
I
Ever heard about the roof being on fire?
I am the party. I don't give a shit about being invited to a party, nigga. I am the party.
They was all off the
party. She lit the party on fire.
They was all off the Spanish flies.
Hey,
what the
it
fuck?
ain't no party without me.
But
that's what she said.
That's basically though, however many people at the party, that many attempted murder charges, ain't it?
Hey, yeah.
It could be.
That's coming later. That's gonna come later.
Could be.
They can.
That makes sense. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Just because you didn't get invited to a party.
They didn't want her there, so obviously there was a reason why they didn't want her there.
That's why.
They probably should have just
Look,
invited her.
let me tell y'all niggas this. If y'all don't invite black to a party, understand that I will not come and I will not set that bitch on fire.
I will say this.
It ain't. I don't even care.
She set it on fire from the outside because she wasn't invited. If she was invited, she would have set it on fire inside.
But she wouldn't have set it on fire at all.
She wouldn't have
If
set
she
it
was
on
invited.
Jackson said the party was lit.
Hey, literally.
Hey, yo,
bro.
but you know how like in the classroom where when you have a birthday party coming up, you got to bring invitations to everybody in the class.
Oh,
That's
man.
that kind of thing.
I didn't have one of those, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, well that was fuck?
Play it twice again.
That was.
All right, guys. So
What
we
the
are at
fuck?
the end of our show. This was a great show. Shout out to Absolute that came through the building today to tell us
Shout out
all
to Jay
about
Roosh.
Rage on the Stage that will be happening next Saturday, August 4th, 10 p.m. You do still have time to register artists out there if you want to perform. $25. We will be posting the information on our pages later on this week. So stay tuned for that. Visit Truth in the Booth every Sunday, 5 p.m.
Rage on the stage.
Yeah, Rage on the Stage.
Hey, I'm getting in one of them. I'm telling you, I'm getting in one of them.
You gotta show up on time.
I don't
though.
even care. I'm just gonna
You
do
have
it.
to show up
And
on time.
All you got to do is just come up with a rhyme. They call it punch bars, punch lines, punch
Yeah.
bars.
Yeah.
Bro, look, I'm telling you, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna show out.
Bars. I like that. Punch
And
bars.
y'all
Cut the
gonna-
check. Punch bars.
Hey, I like your mentality, young
All
buck.
right, guys.
I'm
So
older than you,
we are
stupid.
getting ready to end this show. I want to thank D Forbes
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Moses for coming through
Yeah.
and sitting with us
Big ups,
and
big
joining
ups.
us. You guys are awesome. Y'all like
Real
family.
quick, D Forbes, let
Yes,
us know
sir.
what you got coming up. Moses,
Yes.
let us know what y'all got coming
Forbes,
up.
go ahead, give your shout outs. Let us know what you have coming up and where the people can follow you.
All right, so we're going to ring some shots out first. Of course, Fortune 500 Empire, stand up. Vibe Life, stand up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody over there at the MASH, stand up. Vibe Tapes is coming soon, man. Me, Marcus, and London been working hard on that, so it will be dropping soon within these next couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Catch me every Thursday at T.O.'s, man. I'll be shutting it down, man. New tracks out there. Big ups to T.O. Thursdays. And, I mean, yeah, everybody I forgot, man. You know it's love. Big ups to Villa Koola, man. We here on the block, baby.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Hey, this your boy Moses coming to you live from Villa Koola. Y'all can find me first and foremost on Facebook and YouTube. Moses Palmson, MOSESPALM-SUN, palm of your hand dash sun in the sky. You can
Definitely
catch out
ready
my
to go.
new album coming out August.
You need a picture like this.
That's the mixtape cover. That's the mixtape cover. But,
I like it. I like it a lot.
We got an album coming out possibly next month. Londa. Daily Bread. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the big brothers Cam, Marcus, Lon, Kobe Savage, and shout out to the people up in the port. And I love y'all, man.
Nigga,
Thanks
you
for
done
having
shout
me.
out to the block?
I did.
Hey,
I
that's
said
some
Villa
shit.
Koola Radio.
Hey, Black,
That's
one for you.
y'all.
Where did you find a dashiki with the hoodie on it, man?
Man, say.
Wakanda forever, man.
I ain't never seen one with a hoodie.
All right, so y'all know I went to that church camp, right?
That's that goosey.
And my brother was there with me, and he had went shopping on some shit because we had to wear red. And he got 2 dashikis that were the same, and he was like, "Hey, one of these for you, the other one's for me."
That's brotherhood.
So
And
it
I was
ain't
like,
Ace Boogie with the hoodie, is Black Dashiki with the hoodie.
Yeah.
I think they got
we
a
can do
different
that.
term.
We can go with that. Yeah, I mean, when I got it, I was like, "You need this back?" He was like, "Nah." So yeah, I'm gonna rock this
I
just
like it.
because I like it.
It's a little risque.
I like it.
but
too.
I like
I
it.
want one. I
Like it
want
a lot.
a dashiki.
Somebody
I've been
tried
wanting
to
a
steal it
dashiki
from me.
for a
Would
long
it look
time.
bad?
That's
if
real
I
American
got
culture
one?
right there.
Yeah.
That's real American right there. You know what I'm saying? Real
Hey.
shit.
You think
I'm gonna wear it all
if I
day
got-
today.
Yeah.
If I got one, I don't think it'd go too well. I really don't think it would
You
go
wouldn't
too
wear a
well.
dashiki?
No, I would love to.
Oh.
I would love to. Man,
Especially with the hoodie on it.
I'd love to wear a yarmulke.
Especially with a hoodie on it.
I'd love to wear them robes that the Indian dudes
Hey,
be wearing.
who
You
has-
know what I'm saying? I
who
love
has
them
a
things, bro.
dashiki
I
with a
love
hoodie on
culture.
it?
I love culture.
Why you can't?
Why can't I? Because I can't buy it. That's the only reason why. If I bought it, I wear it. I don't give a
It would
damn.
Why
absolutely
you
go
can't-
with the staff.
Wait,
Why do I go with? Oh, see,
It would go with
okay.
it would complement the staff. Your
All right.
staff would then become an accessory like
yeah,
a belt.
that's
or
why I'm about
a
to
hat
steal
or
your
something.
staff
Yeah.
and walk around with it all day with my
so-
dashiki on. You know what? I think
You
I'm
know
gonna take
what?
my socks off with my sandals.
Over here at
Just
Vibe Life, we might start making
Really?
dashikis.
Just
Yeah.
a
We
brief
might start making
explanation
dashikis.
on why I carry this.
There's some
staff.
leaves outside. I can put them around my waist.
About 3 years ago, I found it. The way it looks, you know what I'm saying? I picked it up, and ever since then, we just bonded. But
I'm
no,
not mad at that.
Not to like impersonate myself from the Bible or nothing like that, because that's what people like to make fun of. But if you think about it, man, like these days, people need something to, someone to look
it's
up
part
to
of your image,
possibly,
man.
and I just feel like I'm in the beginning stages of leadership. You know what I'm saying? And every great shepherd carried a staff. So that's my thing.
Moses be so
God bless y'all.
Shout out to Moses and D Forbes for joining us
Shouts out to
again.
y'all. Thank y'all. Love
this
y'all,
is the
man.
block, guys. Remember, same place, same time, every Saturday,
Let's
11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Even if I ain't on it.
11 a.m.
In Black's case, 11
to 1 p.m.
You know what?
Every Saturday. It has not changed.
You know what?
Shout out
You're
to
right.
all my Nigerian brothers.
And you can also catch your girl Stephanie Love this Wednesday in the ladies' room. 9
Bang, bang, bang,
p.m.
bang, 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 bang,
Yeah,
bang.
yeah.
Shots
10
fired. I
p.m.
caught all
It's
of them.
hot, y'all. Go out, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Shout out to all the birthdays we gave a shout out to. Shout out to the weddings that are happening today.
Big up.
Shout out to Aria. Happy birthday, baby. She turned 4.
Like 2 weeks ago.
It was like, okay, maybe.
2 weeks ago.
But it felt good to say it again.
Happy birthday.
All right, don't waste my time no more. All right, and now class has been dismissed.
Yay. You've been listening to The Block. If you miss any part of the show, you can catch us every weekday, or you can download the podcast on VillaCoolaRadio.com. School is over, and we out.